7. Let's check this weather for this weekend. Hey, fine and sunny for what's left.
Christine, it's illegal. I hate this Apple Pay, it's a pain in the ass. 17 minutes, so yeah, okay.
Right.
That's cool. I thought it was 17 minutes before, man, but there you go. It must be 25 or something. Ah, don't do that. But that last bit of road, it was roadworks forever.
Oh yeah?
Roadworks forever, Trevor. Just like I like to say to my wife, I like to say it was Christine. Anyway, I like rhyming. Except I call my wife, I normally call her Bridie.
Bridie.
That's my nickname for her, Bridie. Yeah, my buddy used to have a girlfriend that always wanted to get married. And I used to call her the bride. And I say, here comes the bride. Every time. That's a cute idea, so I said that to his wife. Mental stuff.
No.
So you got much longer on your Australian journey?
Not much longer. My sister's getting married pretty shortly in a couple of weeks, so I got to be back.
Is she?
Yeah, I got to be back for that.
That'd be nice. You got to do those things in life, right?
Yeah, and I haven't been home for about 5 months, so it'll be good too.
Right. And your folks live in Vancouver?
One side's on Vancouver Island,
Yeah.
and the other side's in central British Columbia, like 3.5 hours east of Vancouver.
Right. So have you done uni and all that, Trevor?
I did half of my bachelor's of business administration and accounting and finance.
Business we did,
Yeah. And
will you finish it off, or you?
yeah, well, it's been 5 years. See, the thing is, I the summer between second and third year, I decided to start hitchhiking because I hated the bus, and it's a way to get around. Transportation options in Canada kind of suck.
Yeah.
So I hitchhiked instead, and I realized I actually really liked it. I met some really cool people, went to some interesting places. Rather than just getting from A to B and that being a chore, it became sort of like the goal of my trip was to see how I was going to get from A to B.
Yeah.
So then I decided to take a semester off and hitchhike across Canada. So I did that. For the fall semester, I hitchhiked across Canada and back, and I'm like, that was really fun. And I still had some money left over from my tuition money and stuff like that, and I worked through the winter and spring, and decided to take the winter semester off as well, and I started an around the world trip across Canada, across Europe, across Russia, across Japan, and that went through to the next November. So then the next semester school was off, and I'm like, then I just got another job, and I kept cycling between working and traveling for 4 years.
Well, it's a brilliant thing to do. I mean, because it is the stuff of life, I certainly work to live, and not the other way around. So
yeah,
it is just the best, And, the quicker I can get to retire, I'm 54 now. The quicker I can get to retire, and just start traveling, the better,
Yeah. Do you have a goal? A goal age for how long until you want to retire?
Well, see, the thing is, Trevor, is I'm married well, you see.
Yeah.
So Christine's Christine's family is quite rich. So, they've got a beautiful beach house on the Gold Coast, and her uncle, have you seen Terry White Chem Martins?
No.
One of the biggest pharmacy groups in Australia is called Terry White Chem Mart.
Yeah.
That's my wife's uncle. And her dad is a pharmacist, and he's got 2 pharmacies, and he's been semi-retired since he was 42, so he's had a pretty great life,
Yeah.
But anyway, I've also been very good with money. So we own nothing in our home. We've got an investment property, so we're in a reasonably good place. So I'm thinking, if I can do it early 60s. I mean, my wife is saying 70. I'm going, you're kidding me. But my daughter, who's just about 4 months off finishing her med degree, she's left home last year. My son's 22. The one who's doing film and TV, he'll be left home soonish. know. So I said to him, now he's got a full-time job, because he was working in a coffee shop for about 4 years. I said, well, now you've got a full-time job, you can pay board and lodgings. And I was going to take the money and give it back to him when he needs a house deposit. But he was like, I hadn't told him that bit yet. He goes, board and lodgings? Right, well, I'll just leave home. I'm like, Jack, and my wife Christine was like, oh God, you can't leave home. It's sad, you know. I hate it when they leave home, really, because I'm youngest of 7 kids. I saw them all leaving home, from the oldest. When my sister, who was in the middle, left home, it just went deadly quiet, and it was like awful, you know. I just really didn't like it, you know. So I kind of do anything to avoid the kids leaving home, but I know they'll have to at some point, you know. It's better for them. I just want to help them buy a house, because that's a challenge, you know. I think 60 would be great, you know.
A good age, yeah.
There's friends who had to cancel this.
Yeah.
She got cancer when she was 15. She's got a tumour on the spinal cord.
Yeah.
And we're really lucky to have her here still, to be honest. She was doing chemo, and then she did this other treatment which ostensibly saved her life.
Yeah.
But she had, when she first got it, they did a major operation on her, and they went in and they're right in to have to take some of her spinal cord off, and they thinking she could be quadriplegic or paraplegic or whatever else, you know. And luckily she wasn't, but she had to learn how to walk again. But she has some deficits, some issues. It's just, you know, as a consequence of this. But one of the things that happened was one of the treatments she kept on doing, she did for about 5 years, was eventually stuffed up her kidneys.
Okay.
So this year she's been gradually going into kidney failure. And she's really struggled through this year. You know, she's still done phenomenally well in her med degree. She's still in the top 5% of students, but because she works in the hospital most of the time now, you know, with a med degree in air. She's really anyway, we thought we could be years, but at the start of this year, her nephrologist, who's the kidney doctor, said, look, it's going to be this year or next year. So my wife and I and my son went and got tested for blood type and all that. My wife had the wrong blood type, although that could still happen that way. She also had high blood pressure. And so it was my son and I. My son, we went to this seminar, and because he's so young, there's a lot of things can happen still in his life, so they prefer not to. So I'm moving forward. Next month we're scheduled to have an operation and give her one of my kidneys.
Oh wow!
So which is a really, you know, I'm so honoured about it, to be honest. It's, you know, when your child gets sick, you want to step in their shoes and that, you know, take it away from them. You know, this will really help my daughter. And so luckily she hasn't had to go on dialysis yet.
Yeah.
But so we'll do that operation in the middle of August, and you know, I'm really keen for it to get done. And I'm lucky because my boss at work's a great guy. I've worked for the company for 12 years now, so I've got plenty of latitude in terms of what I do. You know, and so I'm lucky in that respect. You know, and like when